Today I'm visiting the Bathway Theatre, part of Greenwich University. As part of my design degree, I had a work placement with an aerospace company called Martin Baker. The first job they gave me, design a new look for an ejector seat for the Eurofighter. What I actually produced was assembled a tombstone, and after breaking their bandsaw twice with a block of foam, I got the sack. Despite that, I still graduated, and today my degree is being used as effectively as any other graduate uses theirs. The film tutor who I spoke to invited me in for a meeting. I'm assuming he's going to offer me a doctorate.
Who said you could be here?
Following in the footsteps of Oprah Winfrey, Kermit the Frog, and Bill Cosby.
Hi, thanks so much for taking the time to come in to see us today.
Say no more. I'm ready. I've been ready for this my whole life. I've never really considered being a doctor, but look, if that's what you want to don on me, who am I to reject it?
This isn't about a doctorate. There is no doctorate here. We're not making you a doctor today.
Then why am I here? Oh, hang on. Of course! You want me to teach film. Look, I know B-Movie was a fantastic film, so if you feel like that qualifies me to teach, I've got some free time. Let's roll with it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My feature film, it's on Amazon Prime.
No, I haven't heard of it exactly. Amazon Prime, was that a self-upload? I did one of those over the summer. We spent like a day making it, got it up onto Amazon Prime. Was it a self-upload?
Nah.
Do you remember we had a conversation over the phone a couple of weeks ago?
What's that noise? I'm getting on a private jet. Yeah, to Hollywood. Can't hear you. Look, whatever the gig is, count me in. Yeah, it was a great trip.
Great. So you'll remember that you agreed to take them on.
Take on
the 3 interns.
Oh, yeah. What do I pay these interns?
Nothing.
Let's say, for example, I'm doing a shoot on a plane and I need one of them to jump out with a parachute. They open it the last second. We're creating a Tom Cruise type scene, Mission Impossible-esque. Would that be allowed?
Well, obviously we would want to make sure it's safe. You do have a health and safety plan in place, don't you?
My middle name is health and safety. Anyone comes into my office, they have to wear a hard hat. Yeah. I'm super fire cautious as well. You heard of the drop and roll? Yeah? I do the stand and roll. I invented the stand and roll. So if you catch on fire, stand, roll, roll, roll. Find the wall, roll, 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 roll. You're not going to burn the carpet. You don't burn the carpet because, look, the wall, that's not flammable. You look at a carpet, fire, flammable, danger. So, I avoid that danger with stand and roll.
Well, okay. I guess the only other thing I have to make sure, are you fully insured? Do you have insurance?
If a meteor hit, some people say that's an act of God. For me, it's covered. There's no act of God with my insurance policy. I had the insurance company write a special policy for me. There's no God.
So you have like atheist insurance?
Yeah, the first policy of its kind. Yeah.
So I think that's everything I need to ask. Are you sure that you're ready for this?
Born ready. So, you give me 3 young people by the end of the time with me. Quentin Tarantino, Robert De Niro, yeah? Mrs. Brown boys, yeah? That's the level they're going to be at after they're finished with me.
Great. I think that's all I need to hear. Thanks again for this, and when you're ready, they're waiting for you next door.
Great. Let's do this.
Oh, Nigel. Yeah, he was great. I mean, he was fine, wasn't he? He's He's got it under control. He knows what he's doing. He is a filmmaker, and filmmakers take risks, don't they? They go out on the limb, and I'm sure that everything is going to be fine with students. There's going to be no problems. He has procedures. He does the standard role.
Right, so guys, your internship has started. This is the web series. So, going to take your questions.
What's this whole thing about?
It's a web series, so it's a series that will go on the web.
What gave you the idea to do this?
What gave me the idea? I had a lot of ideas, and I wrote all those ideas down on a long sheet of paper. And then, I closed my eyes, and I got my finger, the finger of truth, and I put the finger on the sheet, and this is the thing that came up. Like my grandma said many years ago before she died, use your finger of wisdom, and that will lead you to the truth. Don't follow the finger, you won't get to the truth. So follow your finger.
What's your most embarrassing moment?
Maybe I cried on national radio. If you listen to the rumours down the corridor, with people that I have known. But, who hasn't cried? If anything, it shows that I'm connected to my feminine side.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works. But what did you cry about?
Maybe it was a radio competition where it was a radio version of The Apprentice.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I brought the radio presenter a big salmon and he didn't appreciate the salmon.
Why would you do that?
Because sometimes in life, to win, you need to use fish.
Who told you that?
My nan, she had the finger of wisdom.
Okay, moving on.
And the fish.
Is there anything else you've done apart from this that kind of like screams you or any accomplishments?
I once had an interview with Babe Station, actually.
Why did you get interviewed by Babe Station?
It was a funny time of my life. I asked the cab driver one day if he had any contacts within the TV industry. He gave me a card.
And so you may have accidentally walked into a fake taxi.
The taxi was genuine, but the baby oil that I saw at Babe Station, that was not genuine. At the end of the day, I didn't get the job.
What will these days look like?
There'll be a plan, and we'll talk about the plan. We'll then implement that plan, and then the day we'll have that plan.
It doesn't feel like you're very confident in this plan that you have going on.
So the thing about a really good plan is that you can't share that plan until it's the day of the plan, because if that plan needs to change, you need to plan for the change of the plan. So you can't plan for the change of the plan if you share that plan, because then no one knows the plan, and then you need to kind of be flexible with that plan. And the best plans are planned.
You don't seem like much for leader.
See, leaders come in all shape and sizes.
Yeah,
they come in unexpected packages, and kind of like a surprise present for your birthday. You might, right now I'm wrapped in a bow, and I haven't taken the bow off. And once the bow comes off, Jack in the Box time.
How did your production company start, and why did you start it?
I started it because I wanted to be a TV presenter, and I was on the red carpet.
Why did you give up red carpet presenting?
One day, Toby Keeble may or may not have thought I called him a slag.
Okay.
Did you call him a slag?
It depends on your perspective of slag. Because, I was told it was part of his catchphrase. So, telling him he's a slag when it's part of his catchphrase, if anything, he should have thanked me. He should have shook my hand and said, "Thank you so much for remembering this catchphrase from my past film." But, he actually thought I called him a slag. So, there's no animosity. If he wants to invite me out to dinner to say sorry, I'll accept that.
Are you kind of upset that you've stepped away from the red carpet? I mean, you've kind of downgraded here, don't you think?
Am I upset that I'm, not hanging out with the likes of, Julia Roberts, or going to Hollywood for Universal, or going to Utah for Fox, or Dallas for Warner, eating the finest food and be having all my expenses paid for, staying in the nicest hotels I've ever been in? No. No. If anything, this is where I'm meant to be.
Nigel, yeah, he was interesting to say the least. I mean, he doesn't know what he wants.
Right, so last scenario, guys. Here's the deal. So, Aaliyah, you are the mum, and you're driving a car, you're having a tough time, and you're gonna kill your kids.
I mean, it was interesting to say the least. I mean, he's kind of going off on a tangent about being bigger than us, thinking he's bigger than us. I mean, he's pretty short, man. Like he gives off like little man syndrome. He seems kind of inexperienced. However, he does seem to have some sort of knowledge.
Now, a grizzly bear. It's the same scene. You're a grizzly bear, and you are a cartoon duck.
It gives the question: does this guy really know what he's doing?
Please.
You don't have anything on him.
Repeat the
He has to walk. He has to walk. You have to walk. You have to walk. You have to walk.